Yeah, you relax. We need a cocktail, but it's too early. Well, next time we'll bring over one from Deluxe. But okay, so this is Haight Street Voice Radio live, not live, but I got to close the window because it's a little loud. But I love for folks to see the Haight Street sign because it's so fun. And I'm looking straight at Club Deluxe, which is why this guy's here. So hang on. All right. Okay.
God, it's so quiet now.
And stuffy. A little hot. Very hot day. This is September 17th, 2025.
Happy summer, everybody who lives in San Francisco.
Yes, for a little Indian window. And this is Christian Beaulieu, who is co-owner of the brand new restored Club Deluxe. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
It's an honor to be on your program. It's an honor to be in this building and to be part of this community. It's insane.
It's so exciting. So I was doing my homework this morning, and Jay Bordelot, your names it's hilarious. Bordelot and
you might think
Beaulieu.
we're wine importers, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I would think. Well, you are in that business, kind of. But anyway, Jay had to leave, unfortunately. But you guys are co-owners.
But just to be clear, he's okay. Everything's fine.
He left the building, not the planet.
Correct.
Okay, is that
Correct.
right? Okay. And I was doing my homework, and so you used to bartend there. I remember.
I did.
For 3 years.
Good times.
At Club Deluxe. Mm-hmm. And then it closed, sadly. We were all devastated. I was devastated. I've been going there since Jay Johnson owned it.
Yeah, me too.
It was a wonderful place. I mean, it's been open since, I guess it opened I did my homework, 78.
That was the original Deluxe. The namesake of our bar, Deluxe, goes back to 1978 when there was a much larger presence of gay bars in the district. Mm-hmm. And so it was called Deluxe, the bar. And then their tagline was, "It's a swell place for drinks."
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it still is.
Yeah.
And it's all gay, not gay. I mean, it's all of it, right?
Everybody's welcome.
Music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the music is genderless as well. Yeah.
And you going to stay with, again, this is free form. We can talk about whatever we want.
Yeah.
Is the music going to be pretty much what Jay was doing with kind of jazz mostly? Or are you going to kind of broaden that out? Because you were talking that you're going to this Portola electronica kind of thing. Are you going to bring in wide varieties?
We're definitely going to expand the program. I mean, the history of the room is it's an iconic room. And so definitely going to honor some of the swing era jazz, blues. I mean, over the course of 30 years, the focus was pretty diverse. But we definitely want to add to it. I mean, it's a small room and so it's not
What's the capacity there?
Kind of around 80-ish, something like that.
Okay.
So we're not going to install a large sound system and blow the roof off because that's not the iconic part of the venue. Yeah. So for the most part, the calendar is going to feel familiar. But then we're also in the Haight Ashbury. Yeah. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of a lot of artistic desire that the room has never addressed yet. So we're definitely going to try to make that happen.
Well, one of the other bartenders, Lee, shout out to Lee Sayre, that used to bartend there. He's a musician, and I know that he played there with, I'm going to forget the name of the band that they used to play. Pam Brennan was on upright bass.
Right on. Yeah.
But it's nice to have local people in there. It's fun.
Yeah. The locals are coming back for sure. Yeah. I'm friends with all of the, large amount of the old guard of musicians, and they're another reason that this is even happening in the first place. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Any musicians who has Deluxe in their heart over the years and built the place all together, thank you.
Yeah.
Without you, it wouldn't be iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can squeeze a grapefruit night and day, but
which you do with that big old thingy.
Yeah, which we will still be doing. But it's really the music that brought the people together.
Like Eric McFadden, he's back in town again, and his girlfriend. I mean, it's so exciting. Now you said, or I did my homework again, and you're a musician, and you said on my friend's guitar case over there that his sticker has your band. So tell me about that. Yeah,
that was fun. You walk into a historic building in the Haight Ashbury that you've never been in, and the first thing you see is your band sticker on a guitar case. That was psychedelic. That was a head spinner. But that band was active. That band is called Triclops.
For those
people that can't see what I'm pointing at, It was called Triclops, and it was an active band from 2006 to around 2010.
Oh my God. In Sacramento, right?
No, here.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the Haight Ashbury resident the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah. But, very loud, crazy psychedelic punk rock, prog rock, hybrid.
No means no kind of stuff.
We played with them a lot. Yeah, we played with both those bands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, shout out to Jesus Litters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Put out records with a label in Chicago called Sick Room and Alternative Tentacles here in San Francisco, which of course is more iconic history. So yeah, we got real lucky. Burned hot for a while.
And you play guitar? Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Are you going to play your own venue, Christian?
It's funny. Somebody recently asked me that, and I didn't have an answer because it's a great question. I'm not sure. I mean, it's kind of like the dream of any musician that's like, I'm going to open a venue. It's like, sometimes they're opening it to be the star of the show.
Right.
And I'm thinking the exact opposite. I'm like, nobody wants to listen to me play at Deluxe. But hey, if enough people sign the petition to get the owner to play, I will honor the community's decision.
So I'm so glad, speaking of petitions and all of that, there was a little bit of a hubbub going on. We didn't know what happened. The Deluxe, Jay passed away. God, we love you, Jay. And then I guess Sarah took it over, and it was sad. Yeah, I know there was some landlord money thing, but we were all so excited that you and Jay are bringing it back. Like, thank you for standing true by that, because I'm sure it wasn't easy to go through all the paperwork and all the. It's a lot, and thank you. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously.
Thanks for saying that. I mean, it's also something that we hear from time to time, and I mean, again, like when the idea first happened, it wasn't a selfish idea of like a musician's dream to own their own place, because I had worked there before and saw firsthand first the positive aspect of it being open and the breathing thing that it was, and then to go through the crushing like defeat of all of that period, and then have to bartend around town and have people still talking about it years later. I was like, wow, this is it's not just a hole in the Haight Ashbury, it's a hole in this heart of the city. And which is interesting, because there's a lot of new venues that are in the city that were not there before. Like Deluxe cornered the market in jazz for years.
Really did.
And then now you have the Black Cat, you have Dawn Club, you have my partner's place, Mr. Tipples, which has been open for 10 years. But still, that's like 20 years of Deluxe kind of being the go-to.
Yeah.
So now it's amazing that even though there's a lot more places for musicians to play in town, which a lot of people might think you're crazy. There's, you always hear about clubs closing.
Yeah.
Like you've lived here a long time. I've lived here a long time. You remember
here.
all of the closures on the Haight, from the I-beam to the Night Break to the,
I used to go there, and I used to go there when I was 16,
right
like
on.
in 79, 80, maybe 80-ish.
Cool.
Saw the Cure there, and
I've heard the stories. I weep with jealousy.
Oh man, I know the Replacements. I mean, it was crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But places like Cafe du Nord are still there.
Yeah,
the bottom of the hill
That's
survived.
Important. I worked there. That was my second job in San Francisco.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got really
shout
lucky.
out to Bottom of the Hill. We love you.
Yeah, always.
Whoop.
Ramona, Lynn, Kathleen are responsible for so many of us having smarts to make stuff happen, from booking bands to like behaving in clubs and like figuring out what the hell you're doing. So they need all the props to them.
Yeah, and the independents stayed alive, and I love those guys too. In fact, the woman who used to be the bartender there, the bartender there now owns the Ivy Room in Albany.
Oh, amazing!
I'm
That's
forgetting
great.
her name right now. I'm so sorry, baby, but I love you. Maybe we can
Ivy Room is dope.
Ivy Room is dope.
It's
Now
really,
that's been around a long time too.
Yeah.
All right. So I do have a quote from you when I was doing my homework. It says, "The community is driving this restoration into reality. As a local musician and longtime Haight residents, it's an incredible honor to do something this important to so many, to bring it back to daily life." I love that quote. That you care about this community, like you're in the fabric of this community, and you're bringing such a joy back to us.
I feel like I got lucky. The cliff notes of my journey to San Francisco was that going to high school in St. Augustine, Florida, and then graduating, and then kind of meeting all of the college crew and and the scene. Like it was a very tight knit scene, but bands were different. They all played together.
What year was it?
This was somewhere around like 97,
Okay.
96, 97, 98. And everybody played the same shows. Every show was fun. And then people started to look for more. And then there was a punk rock band that had one of their girlfriends owned an apartment building here in the Haight. Nobody knew that at the time. Mm-hmm. So when they moved to San Francisco, there was apartments for the band. And then I was obsessed with that band, which was called the Clinics. So I moved
Clinics,
out.
like a clinic.
The Clinics,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
I moved out here and I was friends with them. They knew who I was, but I was like, I'm joining your band, and tough, it's just happening. And they're like, well, we don't really want another guitar player. And I'm like, you need one though. So I somehow got an audition and I nailed it. And they're like, this really works. And then that started my journey into like in like you said, integrating into the fabric of not San Francisco, but also the Haight Ashbury. So then I got a job at this place that used to be on Haight Street called People's Cafe.
I remember People's Cafe.
At the time, this place was like where all the cool art shows were. It was like cafe culture was still a real thing in the city. There was no laptops. There was no cell phones. They were almost there. Yeah. And like, I waited on everyone from like Robin Williams every day to Jay Johnson from Club Deluxe every day to Shock G of Digital Underground to Perry Farrell to whoever was like wandering around Haight Street because it was the cool place to walk into. And then my boss, Fred Arzimond, he would always drink at the Gold Cane.
It's still there. Shout out to the Gold Cane.
Gold Cane.
Brandon,
forever.
we miss you. Brendan, I always got that wrong. Brendan, I think it is. But Brendan,
we love you. If you're watching this, you are.
We saw your hair go from gray to white.
Yeah, and we're also sending love to the Casimus family.
Oh yeah,
always.
Yeah, always.
And forever.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Anyway, so that's where the punk rock journey started. So we started playing shows on a local level, then national level, and doing the thing that you do: put out records, go on tour. We got really lucky. I was. From Bottom of the Hill, like I played just these incredible shows that, like, thinking about it now, I feel so privileged to have had access to, or that the bookers even liked our band. Yeah. Yeah. So I played some great shows.
I saw Triclops. I want to say it was at the Fillmore, maybe.
Oh, so this Clinics turned into Bottles and Skulls.
Okay, sorry.
And then Bottles and Skulls actually got in pretty solid rotation in the San Francisco punk scene and toured nationally a couple times. And then we broke up, and then Triclops formed. Okay. And then we everybody in Triclops was already a kind of a veteran of the scene, so we just went like real, fast. Yeah. Excuse me.
I mean, you were saying you played with No Means No,
Jesus Lizard, and so many of my Melvins, Jello Biafra,
what about Queens? What about Caius or Queens?
No, we never did. Yeah. Melt Banana, Acid Mother's Temple.
Wow.
It's like a big business. So many crazy shows that I'm like, am I here? Yeah. Like, what's happening right now? Murder City Devils. So,
and now, are you still playing? Are you?
I'm not. I'm all of my musical energy is in Deluxe now. Yeah. Okay, but I still play music.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is where, our butts are in the corner of the Haight Ashbury, bringing it back to the Haight Ashbury. This is kind of where a lot of music exploded. There's a lot of what's the ghosts, good ghosts. Like, there's a lot of stuff in the air around here musically. There's a lot of wonderful. It just is. It's very inspiring. I mean, I'm from here. I lived here a million years. I used to live in that building across the street in 1981 when I went to SF State. Said, fuck the hippie shit, went to New York, came back after 8 years. But, I mean, it's a magical place.
Yeah, it's a magnet for sure.
Right?
You're going to love this Dead story. I discovered the Grateful Dead.
I was going to say, I see you wearing a Steely.
Oh, wait, no, this is an Olive Garden shirt. What are you talking about?
I love it.
I don't know where I bought this. I have no idea. I don't know where I got it, I swear.
All right, tell me a Dead story. That is hilarious. I didn't even notice the Olive Garden.
I discovered the Grateful Dead by buying A Long Strange Trip at Recycled Records before I even listened to them. Wow. I read the book. I was so blown away by this history that I went back to Recycled Records on Haight Street, R.I.P., favorite record store ever.
Miss them.
And then bought Anthem of the Sun, and then just kept, every time I went to Recycled to find the next album, it was sitting there. So I'm like, okay, and then it's Oxamoxoa. For some reason, the first one was eluding me, but I got that later. And I just kept going in order. It's like, here's Working Man's, here's they were like all in order. And they were always, when I was shopping for them, it was this incredible experience. And then I became and that's when I started like getting really into the Dead. And that's also when I started getting shit for getting into the Dead.
Yeah, I bet.
By my Triclops bandmates.
Yeah, I bet.
They're like, oh my God, like what's going on with this guy? He wants to write these crazy epic songs and whatever. And I'm like, just let me do this wah solo here, But,
so you never got to see Jerry, I'm thinking?
I did not.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I went to Fare Thee Well.
Yeah.
And
okay.
that was
in Chicago. Yeah.
No, here.
Oh,
Santa Clara.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many that happened. Did you go to the Dead and Co thing?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
I had a great time. I mean, how could you not? You're surrounded by thousands of the happiest people on the planet.
Yeah.
It was an incredible experience, and I was sad to watch the caravan roll out of town.
I know.
I was.
I know. Shout out to our friend Peterson from Sandy's, who I interviewed a couple weeks ago. Love you, Peterson. He had a food booth there, and my friend and I were maybe a little high afterwards. So we kind of were like, need food. So we went over and saw him. So with that, again, that community that we have here is so fun to like wander out of a Dead and Co show, like we need food, and there's Peterson.
And you're still in the Haight Ashbury, even though you're in the middle of Golden Gate Park. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me more about, let's get back to Deluxe, and we'll wrap it up pretty soon. It's not longer than 20 minutes or so, half hour. Do you have an idea when it might open?
I've been saying that it's either a Christmas miracle or a New Year's resolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're hoping to start construction soon, and we have a planning hearing tomorrow at noon that we've had a bunch of support from the community about. So thank you if you've sent in a letter or signed the form that I've been walking around with. Thank you very much.
I need to sign that. Everybody listen to the show. Sign the thing.
No problem. Yeah. I mean, it's tomorrow. Again, it's, we had a great, and again, another wonderful part of the Haight Ashbury is it's still a place where democracy exists, and you can like go and meet the neighbors who may or may have concerns, and you can actually have a civilized, useful conversation and get on the same path, because it really does seem like everybody wants Deluxe back in the neighborhood. So
Father Dan being one of them, good old Father Dan and Kate, they were regulars. So we love you, Father Dan, too.
Yep. So there's that,
okay.
and then hopefully, and then we're in the middle of we're also doing a financial raise. So if anybody is listening to this and they're like, I want to be an investor in the club, it's like, God, everybody actually can be, which is kind of a different thing for a lot of local businesses. It's like a lot of people do GoFundMe's, so the money hits. Thank you very much. Love you. See you later. On this platform that we're using, SMBX, it's everybody turns into an investor that gets paid back interest on their principal. So if I put in $1,000, I'll get accrued interest for 4 years on top of that. So it seemed like a really cool way to say thank you for people that want the club to exist. So that's kind of in the middle of its stage. So if you're interested in that, go to our website.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's thedeluxesf.com, and you can find, and it'll bring you right to it.
Okay, and say what it is again, the name of it, the title
SMBX.
SMBX.
It's a local company, started in San Francisco, and they specialize in selling bonds for small businesses.
It's really cool.
Yeah, interesting idea.
Yeah.
Of course, it started in San Francisco. So that's where we're at with that.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. We're really excited. Just really excited. I know everybody I know is excited. And do you think, maybe this is too far out. That reminds me of a joke. How come hippies can't be lifeguards? Because they're too far out, man. Sorry. But the opening is too far out. But that's it's going to be far out when it does open. Do you think you're going to have a band in mind, or is that going to organically show, you're going to have a big premiere party with a particular band? Or
it'd be really cool if Bob Weir wanted to play the opening weekend.
He's a friend of mine.
Hi, Bobby.
Bobby. We'll work on that.
No, we don't know at the moment. We're like, once we lock in the actual, okay, it's really going to happen. Here's the date. Then I'll send out some emails. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's really, really exciting. Yeah. And lastly, because right out this window is Club Deluxe and the whole neighborhood, I always ask everybody that's on the show, because this is Haight Street Voice Radio and Haight Street Voice Magazine. What would you like to say to the Haight community it's hyper local with a global perspective. What would you like to say to the Haight community and communities pretty much all over the world on today, September 17th, 2025?
I mean, to the Haight Ashbury, like I love you. I've been lucky to be a part of the community since I got here in the 90s, and literally like first place I opened my eyes in the Haight Ashbury was the building I'm living in now. So I saw the skyline. I walked to get a burger at Martin Max. Like, to the community on a personal level, thank you for helping me create myself as an artist and giving me an open mind and influencing me with I mean, to borrow your phrase, with the global perspective.
Yeah.
And then to the immediate community, like, thank you for basically helping us open Deluxe. I mean, it can't happen without you.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally, even for the smallest club, it takes the entire village. So
Yeah.
it's again, to have all of the love and all of the support and all of the energy in our corner is like, it's quite mind blowing. Sometimes I don't really know how to process it. You know?
Well, I mean, I'll share this with you. Since I started the magazine 8 years ago, I mean, I've got a subscriber in where is he, in Finland. There's people all over the world that this is like a place from people from all over the world want to see this corner, the one that's right out this window.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so honored that I can sort of be a place where you can talk, and we're talking to those people.
Yeah,
my followers on Facebook, but the thing is, my point is, people, when you come to the Haight Ashbury, you're going to be able to go to the Deluxe now. And it's so freaking exciting.
Yeah.
Like if you were from Iceland and go, oh, I saw that thing. We're supposed to go to that club on Haight Street. It's like, that's a bad Icelandic accent. Sorry, kids.
I like the French one.
Christian,
is your club open yet?
Does your dog bite? That is not my dog. Remember that? Inspector Clouseau? Yeah, come on. All right, so thank you for being here, Christian Beaulieu. And Jay, shout out to you. We look forward to you guys opening. And I'm just going to do my little outro, which is what I do every show, which is... Yay! We can open the window now. Jesus. You want to say anything, just leave it rolling. Hey, there's tourists. Hey, guys.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yay.
Wow, what a treat.
Like, if there's anything else or is there any, you know what I mean? No rush, whatever, you know. I always do this kind of like let it roll because people are like, oh, now that
Yeah. I mean,
Dude,
you don't strike me as somebody who interviews people that are camera shy or microphone shy. But yeah, God, I remember when
it's not scary. Did you feel scared?
No, not at all. One of my favorite memories of my early punk rock years was when we used to go guest on the Rampage radio show in like the middle of the night at KUSF.
Oh God.
And that was the first time I was like on the microphone, and the DJ was like, okay, you're on. And I was like, 22, and I'm like, and luckily it was 3 a.m, so nobody cared.
Shout out to KUSF.
Hey, I'm hello, come in, check 1. They're like, no, it's fine, it works. You say something about yourself. I'm like, hi, Mom. They're like, Mom's not listening. And they let us pick out our own tunes and promote our music. And the weirdest part is I was like, I walked away from that experience like, there's no way that anyone's listening to this crap at 4 a.m. And then like, whenever our album came out, like we were number 1 on the KUSF charts. And I'm like, how?
Wow.
That doesn't make any sense. Wow. And it's like, no, San Franciscans are, really paying attention, and they like care about the stuff that, and they're not afraid to support it. And
absolutely.
No matter
my
what.
dream was for this to be live. I mean, it's a podcast, but I don't like that word, so I'm calling it a radio thing. It is a podcast. But shout out to KEXP. I just adore.
Always.
I mean, it's like I get in the car and I turn on 92.7. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm in 1980 something again. Like, it's,
right. I mean,
they go into their weird things, but it's refreshing.
And their level of dedication to showcasing artists in the moment is unparalleled.
It is.
I know WFMU does that in New York. I know that CalX has always been great about it. I know that the Evergreen State College in Olympia, these are all places that I've played or been interviewed, but yeah, they're like, I played a live show in a band called Vertical Scratchers on KEXP, and that was a really fun experience. That's on their channel. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What would you like to see on this show, let alone in the magazine, what kind of stuff would you dig learning more about or hearing from, or people? It could be famous people, it could be locals, or anything.
I think you leaning in. I mean, God, the backdrop here is like to die for. It's like there's so many stories and personal histories about the Haight. Like, I mean, I think you're already doing it. It's like if you're in, like if I'm in Finland or if I'm in Europe or if I'm in New York and I want to beam into like what's going on the street, like it's almost like you're a street cam, like beam into the live what's happening right now in the Haight Ashbury type thing, and you're like, oh yeah, we're sitting here. It doesn't matter if it's
Loretta, the 89-year-old woman who lives up the street, who's been here since '59, or the young girl who I just interviewed, who's lived in here since 2003 when she was born.
Exactly. It's more of like, I mean, again, sorry, I understand your desire to not want to use the P word, but like as far as like a cast is concerned, like all those stories are valuable and inspirational and interesting, and like that's kind of why the whole like appropriation of radio interviews, i.e. podcasts, became a thing, because people want to hear stories. And this place is like, God, like a never ending. I mean, you're already doing it with your book, The Deadheads, and then also interviewing, talking to people in the Counterculture Museum and McNally and the Haight Ashbury Free Clinic gentleman. What's his name? David Smith.
Dr. David E. Smith. Shout out
David
to Dr.
Smith.
Dave.
Yeah.
We just had.
These are like, stories you're not going to get anywhere else.
It's just weird because it's full circle for me, but it also the time couldn't be. It's surreal how messed up our country is right now, and this is like the source, the well of the thing that was battling all that bullshit all those years ago.
Right.
And I want to allow space for people like yourself to come in here and just talk. It's called talk. Like, what do you want to talk about, kind of thing. Instead of me interrogating you, it's a conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it's great.
And thanks, hon.
You're natural.
Thank you.
It's true.
And we're gonna have a Christmas party in here at some point because I'm doing my radio in residency through the end of the year. So we'll have to talk about like what bands we can get in here, or what.
Yeah, please do. Please reach out. It would be really fun to.
It's going to be a rad guest list.
Shindig. Yeah.
Be a rad guest list.
Hey, well, if you want, I can apply with some albums to do a solo acoustic show.
Yeah, man. We can set that up, can't we, Max? Yeah, we can mic them up.
Cool, like a tiny desk concept.
That's what I want. That's a tiny desk.
Attic is rad.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, especially in the cooler months.
The funny thing is, this isn't a tiny desk. This is a big ass fucking building.
Yeah. It's called Big Ass Building Live Series.
All right. Thank you.